Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing for the posting of the colors by the Georgia Gwinnett College Army Reserve Officer Training Corps and the singing of our national anthem. At the conclusion of the singing of the national anthem, please remain standing and silent until the colors are posted and the final salute is rendered. We are pleased that the national anthem will be performed again this semester by Sean Anthony Stevenson, our student soloist, under the direction of Mark Gilley.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
We have just heard the wonderful vocal talents of Sean Anthony Stevenson. Please remain standing and silent for the posting of the colors by the GGC ROTC. We then will resume our program. Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated.
Now it is my pleasure to introduce to you the president of Georgia Gwinnett College, Dr. Stanley Stas Pashevsky.
Good morning. A spider has joined us. Good morning and congratulations to the class of 2015 here today. Class, you're almost across the finish line, just one more pop quiz, making it from your seat to the front of this podium to receive your diploma. I have the privilege of serving as president of Georgia Gwinnett College, and it is my pleasure to welcome the graduates, family, friends, faculty, and staff to the Spring 2015 ceremony. Today, we recognize and celebrate more than 400 students who have earned their baccalaureate degrees. Please hold your applause for a moment as I introduce several distinguished guests who are sharing their morning with us. If they would please stand in our distinguished guest section and behind me. Regent Richard Tucker, representing the Board of Regents of the University System of Georgia. Chairman of the GGC, Georgia Gwinnett College Foundation, a personal friend and a mentor to me, Mr. Tommy Hughes. Also with us are elected officials and leaders of our community who go far and above the call of duty in supporting the Georgia Gwinnett College campus and college. State Representative Val Clark, Judy Jordan Johnson, Mayor of Lawrenceville, and because of her volunteer efforts throughout the campus, she's also an official Grizzly. Gwinnett County Commissioner John W. Hurd, Lawrenceville City Councilman Robert P. Clark, and Lawrenceville City Councilman Tony Powell. You'll also hear more about our keynote speaker in a few moments, but I'd like to wish a warm GGC welcome to His Excellency Jeremiah Solante, the Ambassador of the Republic of Liberia. Also with us today is Mr. Brownie Samakai, the Republic of Liberia's Minister of National Defense, who joins us with his extended family in the audience today to watch his daughter, Michelle, graduate. Thank you, Minister. I must note that Michelle is one of 2 Liberian students graduating today, the other being Suna Giddens Taylor. We have several representatives from our local Liberian community with us this morning. This includes the Honorable Cynthia Lynn Blanford, Honorary Consul General for the Republic of Liberia to the state of Georgia, Leo Mulba, President of the Liberian Association of Metropolitan Atlanta, Joseph Reeves, Chair of the Board of Directors of the Liberian Association of Metropolitan Atlanta, Pastor William Harris of the International Christian Fellowship Ministries, Pastor Lawrence Kennedy of Bethel World Outreach Ministries, Atlanta. Other special guests include UGA student Rainsford Ammons. Thank you for joining us. Georgia Gwinnett College is rated by U.S. News and World Report as the single most ethnically diverse college, public or private, throughout the southern region, spanning from Texas to Florida and up north to Virginia. Our guests today also reflect that rich diversity and the international components which we value as we strive for peace and understanding throughout our planet. Please welcome all of our distinguished guests representing the Republic of Liberia. On behalf of the college, I want to express our deepest appreciation to all of our special guests for your support of GGC and its students. We're delighted and honored to have you with us today. At this time, I'd like to invite Regent Richard Tucker to the podium to bring greetings on behalf of the University System Georgia Board of Regents.
Good morning. It's a distinct honor and a privilege to bring greetings from Chancellor Huckabee and the board of the University System of Georgia. I happen to represent the 7th District to the board, which is comprised of Gwinnett County primarily. So it's a great day for me. I know you're proud as graduates, but what you probably don't realize is how proud this community is of you and of this college and what your contributions have been to date, but more so what they'll be as you move forward into your careers. We were honored last month here on this campus to host the monthly meeting of the University System Board of Regents, and I will tell you that the reviews are in, and by far, in my 10 years on the board, it was the very best campus meeting we ever had. And I say that because that is a great tribute to you as students, certainly this graduating class, but the faculty and the staff led by Dr. Przewski availed themselves very well and showed well to our friends throughout the state and the other 30 institutions. So you should be proud of that. You should be proud that you're graduating from Georgia Gwinnett. This class makes up about 4 times what the initial enrollment was here 10 years ago. That says a lot about what this college is and what it means. And as you get this degree today and go forward into your life and your community, you will learn to respect that even more. So thank you and congratulations.
Thank you, Regent Tucker. It's always a pleasure to have him back on campus. His support for GGC, both professionally and personally, has never wavered. Class of 2015, you are the GGC's largest class of degree candidates to date, numbering at 425 of you. And the first to graduate during this, our 10th anniversary celebration year. As mentioned earlier, GGC is now enrolling over 11,000 students and is recognized as the most ethnically diverse college in the South. Today, in this graduating class, we have 44 graduates representing 28 different countries, including Argentina, the Bahamas, Bhutan, Bosnia and Herzegovina, Brazil, Chad, the Ivory Coast, Haiti, India, Jamaica, the Republic of South Korea, Liberia, Malawi, Mexico, Nepal, Nigeria, Pakistan, Peru, Philippines, Romania, Somalia, Spain, Sweden, Trinidad and Tobago, Uganda, United Kingdom, Venezuela, and Vietnam. Four states other than Georgia are also represented in our graduating class: Virginia, New Jersey, New York, Texas, and Oklahoma, and I'm glad to say I have lived in every one of those states. So if those international students and students from the other states who are present in the graduating class, would you please stand and be recognized? Our international students and students from other states. Thank you. You enrich our campus and you keep us going, so I appreciate your being here. The diversity at GGC is remarkable to note in many other ways. 1/3 of you graduates have come to college at an age older than what is considered the norm. Personally, I call that the wisdom stage. Most of you have earned your degree while also working at least part-time, evidence of your superior time management skills. Several of you attended GGC while raising families or even facing difficult challenge that would have certainly derailed less determined individuals, but you persevered. Almost half of you are the first members in your family to go to college or to receive a baccalaureate degree. Candace Coulter, who was her family's first to receive a college degree, inspired 6 other members of her family to go to college, as she was the first, and specifically those 6 enrolled here at Georgia Gwinnett. Our treasurer and finance director, thank you. Sumera Jiva is proud to be the second college graduate in her family, and she should be. Dominic Rodriguez, who came here from Guatemala, will earn his family's first bachelor's degree today and then go to graduate school in Spain. More than 100 of you are graduating with honors. I want to especially note that several of you have special relationship with a myriad of uniformed services that often place you in harm's way on our behalf. Will those graduates, as well as those members of the entire audience who are present here today, who have served in the past or are currently serving in our military, police, fire, rescue, and/or EMS uniformed services, if you have served in them or are serving now, please stand at this time and allow all of us to thank you for your service to our nation and our communities by providing us the security, the safety, and the life-saving efforts while putting yourselves at personal risk. We thank you. Time does not permit me to list all of the diverse distinctions earned by members of your class, so I can only mention a representative few. Elise Dillard was selected twice to participate in the Neuroscience Institute Summer Research Program at the Morehouse School of Medicine and was selected by the National Institute on Drug Abuse to do research at the University of California in San Francisco. Erica Dillingham will continue her internship at the Carter Center. And Jose Gutierrez just returned from interning at the White House in Washington, D.C. Nathan Amos, a second lieutenant commissioned from Georgia Military College, who has a few people here today, is the first second lieutenant to complete the early commission program by receiving his Bachelor of Arts from GGC. He will continue his career as a quartermaster officer. Your plans for and after graduation are as diverse as you and your accomplishments. For most of you, your immediate plans include launching your careers. More than 20% of you plan to obtain a master's or doctorate degree, while others will pursue a variety of professional certifications. And of course, many of you have other significant specific things in mind. Melvin Hibbler says he will run a large chain of retail stores for $1 billion corporation. Alexandria Lee wants to be an investigative journalist. James Fry is going to Louisiana State University to pursue a PhD in mathematics. Samantha Kendig wants to work as a special education teacher for Gwinnett County Public Schools and then earn a doctorate so she can return and teach here at GGC. And Jacqueline Garcia and Hamad Zafar both share a very simple but profound desire to change the world. While you may not have been here for the last 10 years, your success is truly the result of 10 years of dedicated service by our outstanding faculty and its staff, as well as the generous and enthusiastic support from your extended community gathered to celebrate with you today this commencement. Class of 2015, allow me to provide you a moment now to reflect about those who are among us today in the audience, as well as those who may not have been able to be with us today. Take a moment and reflect on those who have provided you the support necessary for you to reach this very special and grand day, your commencement. Those people may have provided you financial support, been your cheerleaders when times got tough, helped you through your early years in preparation for college, or simply loved you to give you strength. As we are spending the majority of this ceremony appropriately recognizing you, our graduates, now graduates, it's your time, if you wish, to stand and recognize those persons around you in our audience, or the faculty and the staff who have made the difference in your lives. Everything we do at GGC, from the size of our classrooms to the styles of instruction to the mentorship by our faculty, is designed to help you to get to this point today. You are the living proof that the GGC model works and the very reason we commemorate this important 10th anniversary milestone. All gathered here today are very proud of your many achievements, and we look forward to hearing about your future successes. Your success is the reason this college was built. It is why we are here. It is the sole reason we are here. You are the reason we come to work every day. You are our inspiration. And inspiration is certainly something that comes to mind when thinking about our next speaker. Kamisha Lancaster came to Georgia from the state of Michigan when she was in the 10th grade and graduated from Berkmar High School in Lilburn. She married and started a family, but life soon found her on her own, supporting 2 young children while working full-time as a front desk manager at a local psychiatric clinic. Kamisha wanted a brighter future for herself and her children, and so did her boss. Dr. Abiola Babalakan, in fact, Dr. Babalakan not only actively encouraged Kamisha to go to college, but was fully supportive of her efforts once she arrived here at GGC. Kamisha took a full load and graduated in just 3 years. She not only continued caring for her daughter and her son, but she also continued to work full-time. Dr. Babalakan, Medical Director for Gides Family Clinic, would you please stand? I understand you're in the audience. Thank you for bringing her to us. You may now consider yourself a member of our extended GGC family and an honorary Grizzly. Thank you, Doctor. On top of her other responsibilities, Kamisha also took advantage of opportunities to enrich her educational experience. She's a member of the Psi Chi Honor Society and the National Society of Leadership and Success. She volunteered with Halcyon Hospice in Gainesville and fed the homeless with her own money, involving her children to inspire them in a spirit of community service. She is a role model. She graduates today with honors, earning a bachelor's degree in psychology. Please assist me in welcoming Kamisha Lancaster to have her presentation. Kamisha?
Thank you, President Perchevsky. Good morning, fellow graduates. I am proud to represent you today and welcome distinguished guests, friends, family, faculty, and staff. One of the wisest things I've heard is that the race is not given to the swift, but instead to the one who endures. And today, as we stand at the finish line of this race, having endured a variety of challenges and victories, we also stand at the start of another. As we finish this race, with endurance burning strong within us, let us first give ourselves a round of applause. Now, more importantly, let us acknowledge the people who, without their guidance, wisdom, and support, this would have not been possible. So thank you to our families, friends, faculty, and staff. While my support system is broad, and I am undoubtedly thankful for each person and the role they play in my life, I'd like to give a special thanks to my mom. Thank you for being my best friend, my hero, my confidant, and for believing in me when I'd given up on myself. Your never-ending love, advice, and transparency make me a better person each day. I love you, Mom. We made it. Although today represents a great accomplishment, it is only the beginning. Some of us will go on to graduate school, careers, study abroad, become entrepreneurs, or start families. Whatever your next step is in life, I challenge you to embody a few things along the way, including scholarship, creativity, service, and leadership. And if those things sound familiar, it's because those are the pillars upon which Georgia Gwinnett College stands. Pillars that, along with endurance and goodwill, are the keys to winning every race. When you are faced with the inevitable challenges to come, find that endurance you use to run this race, remember your success, and keep going. Take all the critical life lessons and educational advantages we have been privileged to receive and be a pillar of change in society. I'd be remiss not to acknowledge what an exceptional educational experience GGC provides. Some may say it's a biased statement, but it's extremely objective in the sense of how the faculty and staff are able to fuse the educational experience, the educational standards with human compassion, all while respecting individual differences in relation to the higher education experience. The professors I've encountered from a variety of disciplines each made a lasting impact on my life, and they managed to push you beyond your limitations with the goal of making you a well-versed individual in your respective field and in life in general. Professors like Stillman, Cook, Friday, Johnson, Hutchison, McDowell, Rusnick, and Escalante, just to name a few. All from diverse majors, but with a common goal of inspiring the next generation of professional and societal leaders. I'll be forever grateful for my experience here at GGC. In closing, I'd like to share a short story that may sound familiar. It may even be similar to your own. There was a young lady who came to GGC in the spring of 2012. A single mom raising 2 small children alone, working full-time at a busy psychiatric clinic, still active in church, community, and volunteer, all while trying to navigate life with a brave face on for those she loved after an extremely traumatic personal experience. She beat the pavement day in and day out, hardly ever missing class, actively participating, turning in quality assignments, and even sometimes having to bring her kids along with her to school because she realized that giving up wasn't an option. Now that young lady standing before you today, 3 academic years later, graduating with honors, a 4.0 the last 3 semesters, and going on to graduate school this fall. Life hasn't been easy for me, to say the least, but I tell you this story to encourage you that against all odds, it's more than possible to win. It's about embodying good energy, scholarship, creativity, leadership, service, and endurance. Life challenges are inevitable, but how you persevere through those challenges determines your success or failure. Make a conscious decision to choose success in every aspect of your life for the rest of your life. Congratulations, class of 2015.
Thank you, Kamisha. As you know, part of Georgia Gwinnett College's mission is to inspire its graduates to contribute to the local, state, national, and international communities and to prepare them to anticipate and respond effectively to an uncertain and ever-changing world. To that end, we have a campus-wide program that enhances our students' global competencies by maximizing opportunities for international experiences, and our international student body is a reflection of that. We have infused internationalized courses throughout the curriculum and international themed activities. We bring the world to you so that you can be, as graduates, engaged and informed global citizens. In fact, a little later this morning, we will award our first ever certification in global studies. And so now, appropriately, it is my honor and privilege to introduce our keynote speaker, who can share his own unique international perspectives with today's graduates. His Excellency Jeremiah Salante, the Ambassador of the Republic of Liberia. The Ambassador is a prominent Liberian politician, administrator, and professor. His career in the areas of administration, teaching, and politics span more than 30 years. He holds a bachelor's degree in economics from Cuttington University College in Liberia, a master's degree in public administration from the American University in Cairo, and a master's degree in economics from York University in Toronto, Canada. He served as an economics professor at two of Liberia's highest institutions of learning, the University of Liberia and the Cuttington University. The Ambassador has risen through the ranks from a humble beginning as a senior commercial aide at the Bong County Agricultural Department project in Bong County, Liberia. Since then, he served as a project coordinator, Friends of Liberia, account service representative for the Royal Bank of Canada, financial aid advisor, York University, and Associate Vice President for Planning and Development, Cuttington University, Liberia. Following her inauguration as Liberia and Africa's very first democratically elected president in 2006, Her Excellency, Madam Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, appointed Ambassador as a Minister of Transport from 2006 to 2008. He then served as Minister of Post and Telecommunications from 2008 to 2010, and then as Minister of Labor from 2010 to 2012. President Sirleaf then appointed him Ambassador of the Republic of Liberia to the United States of America in 2012. He is the first sitting ambassador of Liberia to speak in the South at a commencement ceremony since the founding of Liberia in 1847. On a personal note, I had the privilege last night, along with the provost, to have dinner with the ambassador. And he already had a prepared speech, but he also told of his life story and how he came to be the ambassador to the United States. I asked him to take a moment and speak from the heart about how his life started, and I do mean from the beginning, to where he is today, because it is a story of inspiration that just took our breath away. And so please indulge and listen carefully to the story and then to his talk, because I think it is completely appropriate for an international campus and graduates who are about to enter into a global community. So with that, please join me in welcoming the ambassador.
Thank you. Good morning. It's happening. I borrowed that. The chair, the members of the Board of Trustees, President Stadzinski, faculty and staff, officials of state and local government, distinguished invited guests, family, friends, members of the graduating class, ladies and gentlemen, I bring you sincere greetings and best wishes on behalf of President Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, the government and the people of Liberia, and the embassy in Washington, D.C. Let me recognize Liberia's Defense Minister, Brani Samukai, one of the proud parents at this commencement ceremony. I am honored by your request to serve as the guest speaker for what I consider one of the most important and significant days of your lives. Although today marks a crucial phase in the continuous journey, you now expect to start making some real money. Congratulations. While it is true that all who are eligible don't choose education as an option, it's undeniable that those who do, like yourselves, are involved in the tremendous and accelerating experience, which starts today. I bet most of you, if not all of you, have been asking yourselves the question, if I have been at this college for 3 years, for 4 years, and done all my assignment, and my family, loved ones, and friends have come to stand by me today to receive my awards, why in the world would they call this commencement? But I feel that this is to assure you that your life is just beginning today. Welcome to the University of Life. As we engage you in the next few minutes on how you could impact a global society, how you could impact your communities, how you could impact your country, permit me to share with you a brief story about my upbringing and how I have tried to impact my community. I was born onto subsistence farmers. Dad never educated, mom never educated. Born in the little rural Liberian village about 140 miles away from the capital city. A village without electricity, a village without water, a village without roads. I was born in this village, not in a hospital. So I don't have a birth certificate because I was not born in a hospital. Because of the nature of my village community, due to the lack of schools in my village community, I could not start school until I was at the age of 10. Meaning I started kindergarten at the age of 10 years old because there were no schools in my village. The only school that was in proximity to my village was 3.5 miles away. At that time, you had to grow up to be strong to walk 3 miles in the morning, 3 miles in the afternoon. That is the beginning of my story. And then on and on, without electricity, meaning that I was compelled to do my schoolwork only in the day because I didn't have electricity. But I persevered. Went on to high school, went on to college. Of course, my college school fee was paid by someone because my parents could not afford. But when I graduated and got the first job, I asked myself, how can I impact that village community? So I joined a lot of friends in Sweden and in Canada to raise money to build a school in my village. And as I speak to you today, there is a junior high school built in my village, providing opportunities to 715 other little kids that I thought did not have to wait to be 10 years old to start school. That is how I made an impact in that village. I don't know about you. I don't know what your degree from Georgia Gwinnett College will do for you in your community, in the greater society. Indeed, today should energize you like very few others in your lives. I will attempt to spare you all the regular cliches, but I will seek to encourage you through the topic, impacting a global society. By now, you all must realize how small and personal the world has become. The internet, as you know, in addition to other advanced systems of communication and technology, removes borders and enables virtual global assistance. Your challenge as you leave these walls is to determine what impact as an individual and as a collection of college graduates will you have on your world. Indeed, the world is yours, and you must own it with all of its challenging difficulties, including the pressing and insurmountable needs of humanity, and the uncompromising and demanding voice of social justice that refuses to be quieted by traditional means. Just as there are competing groups of priorities in global economic development all across the world, there are domestic and social issues that are no longer localized, but have, out of necessity, assumed international dimensions. The reality requires a more enlarged mindset that must immediately consider the concept of impact, both personally and collectively, even as you explore career and professional options for your lives. Seek to measure your success by the level of impact you are able to make on any given situation. How we manage our impact on society is important for sustainability. For example, the way industries manage social economic impacts have consequences for people's health, well-being, culture, and livelihood. Oil and gas projects and operations have a potential to affect local communities in a positive way by creating jobs, by generating tax revenues, by providing opportunities for local suppliers, and supporting community development initiatives. Negative impacts of such projects and operations may occur, however, if such company does not appropriately consider the concerns of the nearby communities. In our contemporary world, we are all aware of the tremendous impact the social media has on our culture, in business, on the world at large. Social media websites have revolutionized the way people communicate and socialize on the web. Social networks offer the opportunity for people to reconnect with old friends and acquaintances, make new friends, trade ideas, and see your friend's new baby on Facebook or follow people on Twitter. Certainly, there are many ways we can impact the world. What way or how you impact the world will depend largely on the leadership you bring along with the method. Leadership is not about title or destination. Leadership is about impact, influence, and inspiration. Impact involves getting results. Influence is about spreading the passion you have for your work, and you have to inspire teamwork and customers. I'd encourage you to leave everywhere you serve in a better condition than you found it. The United States is not the world. And as you graduate here in the United States, allow the world to experience the greatness of an American education. Unfortunately, your participation is no longer optional. it has become imperative. You will inevitably be confronted with various and diverse issues that will provide opportunities for expression of what lies inside of each of you. Indeed, I challenge you to see the difficulties as opportunities to make impact and change your world. The world has now become a global village that all of us belong to. Therefore, what impact each of us make every day makes a lot of difference in our communities, our society, and our one world. Distinguished graduates, today the Board of Trustees has endorsed the recommendations of the President and the faculty of Georgia Gwinnett College to certificate you as ambassadors of the college to go out there and impact your world. As you leave these walls of Gwinnett College today, you have been given the requisite tools, the knowledge and skills that are not only necessary, but that are sufficient to positively impact the world. Whichever continent you will go, make the best representation of your alma mater and America's dream to make the world a better place for all mankind. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, let me use this opportunity to recognize Captain David Prasesky, the son of President Prasesky, who recently returned from Liberia, where he has served to support the fight of that country against the deadly Ebola disease. He has served as the military pilot, going to villages, impacting the Liberian society. We want to appreciate David for his service to society. I should also like to recognize Ms. Michelle Samukai, the daughter of Liberia's Defense Minister, Brani Samukai. Ms. Samukai was an intern with the Liberian Embassy in Washington last summer. And when I was coming to Atlanta, the entire embassy staff asked me if they could come to her graduation. And I told each one of them if they could afford their plane ticket. Michelle, your colleagues, say congratulations. We are grateful to these two young people who have impacted the Liberian society in separate ways. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, fellow academics, permit me to further use this occasion to extend, on behalf of the government and people of Liberia, immense thanks and appreciation to the people of the United States and the international community for the tremendous support to the fight of the deadly Ebola virus disease that attacked the West African region, specifically Liberia, Sierra Leone, and Guinea. The outbreak of this deadly disease in March 2014 and the robust response of the world is an example of this extraordinarily new global realization of which I speak. As a direct result of this, over 4,700 of our compatriots, including 92 healthcare workers, lost their lives whilst helping to save lives. In Sierra Leone, over 3,900 have lost their lives, and in Guinea, over 2,300 are reported to have died so far. When an infected individual traveled to Texas and infected others, the problem seen initially as an African problem instantly became a global health and security threat. Just as instantly resources in the form of funding, equipment, and personnel were connected to the fight, and within a reasonable time, Ebola succumbed, and as I speak to you, Liberia is now declared Ebola-free. We like to pay homage to the gallant men and women of the medical and military profession, the Center for Disease Control, the World Health Organization, and the international community, and moreover, the American people for your support, as well as the leadership of President Sirleaf and the resilience of the Liberian people that have defeated Ebola in Liberia. Thank you for impacting the Liberian society. Again, as you leave from here, you do not have to be like David to fly the military helicopter. You do not have to be like Michelle to go and be an intern at an embassy. But you certainly can impact your little world, either at your place of work, in the bank, in the classroom, or with a humanitarian organization. Wheresoever you go, you now have the tools in your hands. You now have the requisite document. You have had the blessing of the board of trustees and your faculty who have endorsed you to go forth and impact your world. As I position to close my remarks, let me remind all of us here today that Liberia, this tiny country in West Africa, needs your help more than ever before. Liberia, founded by free American slaves in the 1800s, is of the size of the state of Ohio, but at least larger than Tennessee. With a population of 4.5 million, I guess that's half of Georgia. About 62% of the population comprise the youth between the ages of 15 to 35. Unfortunately, however, about 70% of Liberia's youthful population lack basic skills and training. Liberia's post-Ebola challenges include education, health, and infrastructure. Education and health are two top priorities of the government in its agenda for transformation. And Mr. President, as we join you today in celebrating the achievement of these young students, our hearts are aching that many Liberian youth will wish that someday, somehow, they too could see such opportunity to acquire knowledge and skills that would prepare them for service to their villages, communities, and the larger Liberian society. It is in this regard, Mr. President, that we will wish to seek a partnership with Georgia Gwinnett College that will afford some of our young Liberians the opportunity to drink of the great fountain of knowledge at your college. We will welcome the opportunity to further discuss such a partnership. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen of the graduating class, the whole world beckons you and expects to feel the weight of your presence in their local and national affairs. Not only when there exists a threat to our global existence, but do so as always. Distinguished invited guests, parents, members of the faculty and staff, Mr. President and members of the Board of Trustees, thank you so very much for the opportunity given me to share these little thoughts at this great and unique commencement convocation. Thank you so very much, and congratulations.
Good morning. My name is Chase Goodwin, the current GGC Student Government Association president. On behalf of the students of Georgia Gwinnett College, I would like to thank you, Your Excellency, for being here today to share your wisdom with the graduating class of spring 2015. In appreciation of the positive impact your words will have on each of us for the years to come, it is my honor to present to you this gift on behalf of both the GGC student body and the 2015 graduating class. Thank you.
From kindergarten at 10th 10 years old, to college professor, to member of the cabinet, to ambassador to the United States. That's a pretty impressive path, and so we thank you for your thoughtful words, sir. We will now proceed with the conferral of degrees. I call on our Sounds like we should have started there, huh? Okay. We'll now proceed with the conferral of degrees. I call on Interim Senior Vice President for Academic and Student Affairs and Provost, Dr. Lois Richardson, who has once again delivered perfect weather, to acknowledge those candidates who will graduate with honors and to introduce the deans who will present the graduates.
Thank you, President Prochaski. In a moment, the deans of the School of Business, the School of Education, the School of Liberal Arts, and the School of Science and Technology will present the candidates for the baccalaureate degree, Bachelor of Business Administration, Bachelor of Science in Education, Bachelor of Arts, and Bachelors of Science. First, we will recognize those candidates who will graduate with special honors. Students graduating with these honors will be noted as they receive their degrees. Those graduating summa cum laude have earned a grade point average above 3.875. Magna cum laude reflects those graduates who earned a grade point average above a 3.75. And those students graduating cum laude have earned above a 3.50. Will those students graduating with special honors please rise and be recognized? Thank you. Please be seated. At this time, in order, the following deans will present the candidates for their applicable degrees. Dr. Victoria Johnson, Dean of the School of Business. Dr. Kathy Moore, Dean of the School of Education. Dr. Adolfo Santos, Dean of the School of Liberal Arts. And Dr. Thomas Mundy, Dean of the School of Science and Technology. Dr. Johnson.
President Pachewski, on behalf of the faculty of the School of Business, it is my privilege to present the candidates who have completed the required course of study for the baccalaureate degree in business administration. These candidates have, by character and achievement, judged by the faculty, proved worthy. Will the candidates for the degree Bachelor of Business Administration and the faculty of the School of Business Administration please rise? Please be seated.
President Prochaski, on behalf of the faculty of the School of Education, it is my privilege to present the candidates who have completed the prescribed course of study for the Bachelor of Science in Education. These candidates have, by character and achievement as judged by the faculty, proved worthy. Will the degree candidates with the majors of early childhood education and special education and the faculty of the School of Education please rise? Please be seated.
President Prochaski, on behalf of the faculty of the School of Liberal Arts, it is my privilege to present the candidates who have completed the prescribed course of study for the baccalaureate degree of science and the baccalaureate degree of arts. These candidates have, by character and achievement as judged by the faculty, proved worthy. With the degree candidates with majors in English, history, political science, criminal justice, and psychology, and the faculty of the School of Liberal Arts, please rise. Thank you. Please be seated.
President Percheski, on behalf of the faculty of the School of Science and Technology, it is my privilege to present the candidates who have completed the prescribed course of study for the baccalaureate degree of science. These candidates have by character and achievement as judged by the faculty prove worthy. Will the degree candidates with majors in biology, information technology, exercise science, and mathematics, and the faculty of the School of Science and Technology please rise? Please be seated.
By the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents of the University System of Georgia, and pending final approval by the Georgia Gwinnett College faculty and certification by the Georgia Gwinnett College Registrar, I hereby confer upon you the baccalaureate degrees as listed in the commencement program, with all of the rights, responsibilities, and privileges thereunto appertaining. Congratulations, you may now move your tassel from the right to the left, signifying your graduation. Graduates, as we issue the diplomas, you will be congratulated by His Excellency, Ambassador of the Republic of Liberia, Jeremiah Salante, and the Dean of your school immediately following the receipt of your diploma. Now, those who are to receive their diplomas, please come forward as your name is called.
Salam, Nayef, Abu Aisha.
Gola, Adatola, double concentration in general business and management information systems.
Mans, Alam.
Ryan, Joseph, Alexander, minor in information technology.
Karen, Aranda.
Adrian, Araujo.
Jennifer, Armenta.
Samantha, Aru.
Navila, Aslam.
Danielle, Lauren, Baloo.
Chastity, Elaine, Bennett.
Swizan, Fitzgerald, Blair, Sr.
Brendan, Allen, Blanchard.
Carrie, Brewer.
Phillips, Bird, Brogdon III.
Amber, Canada.
Kelly, Ann, Calhoun.
Kayla, Nicole, Carlotta, cum laude.
Brittany, Elizabeth, Cargill.
Alyssa, Lauren, Chin.
James, Jackson, Chatham III.
Roxandra, Bianca, Curticapano.
William, Blake, Christy.
Joshua, Gillette Davis.
Paloma Cortina Barro.
Sanita A. De Freitas.
Danielle Davis, cum laude.
Olivia Cynthia Ihiwi.
Teofilo Aruda.
Samantha K. Evans.
Kevin Delgado.
Damilola John George Fashakin.
Joshua David Duploy.
Felicia Leslie Flippin.
Hannah Eason.
Samuel Aaron Gagnon.
Dominic Gabriel Faraj.
Chris C. Gates II, cum laude.
Wendy D. Ferguson, cum laude.
Suna P. Gittens Taylor.
Ryan Douglas Fowler.
Casey Lynn Gordon, cum laude.
Moises Gallegos, Jr.
Andrew Jacob Herring.
John M. Gerard.
Jessica Lynn Howe.
Raven Chanel Octavia Gomez, cum laude.
Chelsea Nicole Hunter.
Ingrid Ileana Guevara.
Kimberly Annabelle Jean-Paul.
Abigail Elizabeth Seaton Henry.
Matthew Dell Johnson.
Melvin Hibbler.
Austin Lagata.
Jesse Hilton Howell IV.
Michael Lawley.
Kenyatta Gabriella Jackson.
Rhonda Rochelle Lewis, summa cum laude.
Fallon Renee Johnson.
Santos Javier Lopez Jr., cum laude.
Vincent Young Kim.
Dakasha Laquan Carre Mathis.
Carrie Elizabeth Latham, cum laude.
Jessica D. McDermott.
Tuan B. Lee.
Lauren Deborah Medley.
Sarah Lindell, cum laude.
Zach P. Miller.
Chelsea Tara Madeley, cum laude.
Stuart James Morrison.
Stephanie Mateus.
Cyril Emeka Wanjoku.
Kelvin Secundes Maltzby, Jr.
Adam Fuad Osman.
Matthew Brian Meadows.
Amar A. Patel.
Philip Christopher Meyer, summa cum laude.
Eric Brandon Petruccelli.
Dean Allen Mitchell, cum laude.
Georgina Antoinette Penson.
Nicole Bryce Morgan.
Jeremy Frank Presley.
Daniel Jacob Miles.
Emmanuel H. Perkar.
Marcel O'Hughes.
Cordrick C. Ramey.
Brian Patrick O'Toole.
Kara Elizabeth Rice.
Justin Miller Parks.
Faiza Ade Sayet.
Melissa L. Peñate.
Wendy Lynn Sargent.
Charity Lynn Phelps, cum laude.
Jonathan Sears.
George E. Popin.
Sean Anthony Stevenson.
Charles Edward Pewitt.
Marcy Elizabeth Thomas.
Robert Queen.
Raymond Earl Trice III.
Matthew Benjamin Reynolds, summa cum laude.
Caleb George Tyndall.
Ryan Glenn Rockwell.
Cooper Aubrey Wade.
Raquel Lethea Sanders.
Sarah Whitaker, summa cum laude.
Lindsay Beth Shirato.
Brandon Michael Williams.
Tyler Jeffrey Shackelford.
Joseph David Woods.
Jennifer Lynn Smith, cum laude.
Chong Hyung, summa cum laude.
Marzouk Saeed.
Prince Hamad Zafar.
Stephen John Thomas.
Sheila Marie Arp.
Bruno Tiberti, cum laude, double concentration in marketing and international business.
Jacqueline Elizabeth Bailey.
Leslie Garner Trimmer.
Elizabeth Ann Berry.
Melissa Urrego.
Aaron Sipsey Bond, summa cum laude.
Denise Warren.
Valerie Ruth Burns, cum laude.
Alicia Roxanne Wilson, cum laude.
Redwana Chaudhary.
Ethan Richard Wright, cum laude.
Catherine Rebecca Crownover, magna cum laude.
Fahad Yusuf.
Elena Deku.
Aldiana Ayanovich.
Jaya Fannin.
Rafael Abelo.
Alicia Marie Formella, magna cum laude.
Stephanie Nicole Barr, cum laude.
Angela L. Gray, magna cum laude.
Rachel Elizabeth Betris.
Kimberly M. Hedges.
Brandy Michelle Brooks.
Taylor Manel Hicks.
Erdis William Cannon.
Mallory Lynn Hoffman.
Yadira Corona, cum laude.
Angela Bork James.
Gentry Alice David.
Chrysanthi Kazantis.
Stephanie Duke.
Bethany Lauren King, magna cum laude.
Lauren Nicole Giddens.
Catherine Mulbarger, cum laude.
Michelle Elaine Griffith, summa cum laude.
Amberlyn Grace Prather, cum laude.
Kara Lynn Hewitt, cum laude.
Amy Marie Red, summa cum laude.
Britley Brassfield Hostetler.
Elena Charisse Reimer, summa cum laude.
Pamela Haley Holmberg, cum laude.
Mallory Ann Sauls.
Taylor Diane Jarding.
Kaylee Nicole Smith.
Jessica Diane Keener.
Dustin Ryan Stroud, cum laude.
Jordan Elise Martin.
Brooke Lee Thomas.
Ashley Michelle Pilgrim, magna cum laude.
Monica Lee Toller, summa cum laude.
Erin Reeder, summa cum laude.
Elizabeth Waters.
Ona A. Reed.
Nermina Zimich, cum laude.
Jensen Roberts, summa cum laude.
Berlene Bobrin.
Sharma Yvonne Schneider.
Megan Elizabeth Daly.
Claudia Emilia Stalinescu.
Angie Remy.
Brandy Michelle Sullivan, magna cum laude.
Jared Stephen Deal.
Tequila Lynette Thomas.
Kelly D. Glass, cum laude.
Alejandra Vinasco.
Alexandria Leanna Lee, minor in criminal justice.
Cami Leanne Wilson.
Samuel Hunter Mendoza.
Patricia R. Austin, cum laude.
Danielle Marie Neal.
Cameron Lee Blinn.
Jennifer Rutledge Pryor.
Samantha Francis Kendig, cum laude.
Danielle Marie Ryan.
Kristen N. Wood, cum laude.
Nikel Stone, cum laude.
Erica L. Dillingham, summa cum laude, double major in English and political science.
Nichelle Lee Akins, cum laude.
Lydia Williams Kamau.
Timothy J. Bennett.
Miles Wade Mason.
Taylor James Deneau.
Anne Marie D. Morris, cum laude.
Sean Anthony Xavier Herzog, cum laude.
Jeffrey Ryan Pearson, magna cum laude.
Janet Marie Johnson, cum laude.
Taj Anthony Rowland.
Adam Ross Laliberte, cum laude.
Amani Benita Sams.
Adam Webster Melcher, cum laude.
Joshua Alexander Watford.
Nicole Marie Monghe Okendo, cum laude.
Paul Joseph Amato, cum laude, minor in English.
Kyle William Norton, summa cum laude.
Justin Robert Carlisle.
Vicky Perez, summa cum laude.
Justin Anthony Tristan Harris, cum laude.
Brendan Keith Sanders, cum laude.
Russell Matthew Hutchins.
Thomas Wayne Walker.
Chelsea Nicole Kelly.
Michael Wilson.
Richard Benjamin Young Lancaster.
Kelsey Marie Brooks.
Don Allen Melville Jr. Magna cum laude.
Luis Victor Camargo Fauch, cum laude. Victor is the first student to complete GGC's Global Studies certification program. Thank you.
Kyla Wynn Neal.
Hurt me. Dorothy Nantambu, cum laude.
Joshua Owens.
Michelle Sia Samukai.
Terrence Marcellus Stover, cum laude.
Charles Eric Wilkerson.
Heath Wallace.
Rashidat Falashade Adekunle.
Nathan Amos.
Colin Tyler Brown, cum laude.
Samuel Jordan Buchan.
Stephanie Renee Clements.
Itzel Guadalupe Gonzalez Carreon.
Rebecca Palm Dietrich.
Andrea Catalina Rivera Rocha, cum laude.
Dylan Robert Gerard, cum laude.
Laura Estella McCorkle Walsh, cum laude.
Shelby Copeland Havard.
Kimberly Ann Adams.
Maria M. Jimenez Casada, summa cum laude.
Chris Everett Bordeaux.
Kimberly Diane Locker.
Miranda Jewel Castleberry, magna cum laude.
Stephanie Nicole Owens.
Stephanie Contreras.
Alexander Rodriguez.
Caleb M. Ejegu.
Martis Jarrell Shackelford.
Jacqueline Lisette Garcia, summa cum laude.
Alexandra Berardi.
Ryan Green.
Natasha L. Burney.
Renisha Nicole Jackson.
Morena Chavahai.
Christopher Raymond LaCroix.
Jeffrey Thomas Cummings.
Charlie Oglesby Jr.
Rachel Arlene English.
Justin Wayne Pate.
Jose Gutierrez, magna cum laude.
Brenda Santana.
Danisha Marie Lavine.
Mario Daniel Samudio Alvarez.
Nicole Lynn Love.
Tammy Estelle Andre cum laude.
Kristen Paige McCurdy, cum laude.
Leah Celine Bayan.
Venice D. Monroe.
Nicole Alice Borkowski.
Melody Jade Orso, cum laude.
Gabrielle Burns.
Mary Amber Richards.
Takira Unique Cochran.
Lakeisha Danielle Small.
Valerie E. Elkins, minor in history.
Jennifer Beth Touche.
Michelle Forero, cum laude.
Keaton Waters, magna cum laude.
Tanija D. Green.
Emma Ali.
Carl Ferris Humphrey, cum laude.
Jessica Carter.
Fiona K. Manu.
Andres Alberto Cifuentes Salazar.
Kamisha S. Lancaster, cum laude.
Candace Nicole Coulter.
Paul D. McCoy.
Donald Edward Del Nero III.
Anissa M. McIntosh.
Elise Dillard, cum laude.
Terry L. Nash, Jr., cum laude.
James Ross Ellington.
Michael Paz.
Matthew Davis Foley, cum laude.
Samantha J. Sinclair.
Leanne Gilbert.
Callie Elaine Stone.
Sandra Nell Hales, cum laude.
Tamron Cian Walls, summa cum laude.
Juliana Jaramillo.
Anthony Adesegun Adeojo.
Travis Jones.
Greta Faye D. Angel.
Yannick Shinyama Kalakuto.
Amy S. Shrung, cum laude.
Thank you, Macy Key.
Gabrielle Costello, summa cum laude, minor in business administration. Gabrielle is a recipient of the 2015 Georgia Board of Regents Academic Recognition Day Award.
I'll make it sound good. Jason Taylor Lamb, minor in information technology.
Samantha Lee Deegan, cum laude.
Sarah Graves McDonald.
Kayla Sarai Diaz Ramirez, cum laude.
Zachary Matovu.
Zachary Denver Eiler.
Lynn Ann Moon, cum laude.
Selena Fussell, magna cum laude.
Matthew Presnell Newman, cum laude.
Casey Ray Green.
Mosen Nickdell.
Felicia Marlene Henry, cum laude.
Jennifer Parks, cum laude.
Haley Nicole Ingram.
Caitlin Marie Pierce, magna cum laude.
Sumera Salim Jiva.
Kim T. Fung, cum laude.
Gibson Joseph, summa cum laude.
Melissa Rodriguez.
Patrick Kanyingu Mukine.
Jeffrey Edgar Ruby, cum laude.
Jeremy Paul Kitchen, summa cum laude.
Hope Janae Tranberg, double concentration in general biology and cell biotechnology.
Chelsea Elizabeth Mayer, cum laude.
Jacqueline Jeanette Vasquez.
Janine M. Musso, cum laude.
Michael Andrew Ablon, cum laude.
Alicia Tien Tan Ngo.
Geraldine Janice Bebbs.
Tuha T. Nguyen, magna cum laude.
Amanda Jean Dale.
Chu Young Park.
Emily Janine Donhauser, cum laude.
Margarita Janovna Pate, summa cum laude.
Jessica Marie Lineberry.
Tao Fung Pham, summa cum laude.
Elizabeth Muckanall.
Samantha Reese, cum laude.
Dominic Rodriguez.
Danielle Nicole Rowe, cum laude.
Patrick Thomas Santry.
Patrick Charles Thornton.
Hamed Abu Nafisa.
Cindy Valenzuela.
Joshua Kirk Campbell, cum laude.
Richard Hyun Yi, summa cum laude.
Andrew M. Chronic.
Cherie Louise Antoine, summa cum laude. Double major in exercise science and psychology.
Kyle Evan Dornblazer, cum laude.
Michael Anthony Casas.
Andrew F. Lynch.
Blake Suzanne Despina.
Mohan Kaji Maharjan.
Danielle Nicole Jackson.
Patrick Delitzo Musasa.
Matthew Long.
Brandy Alicia Patat.
Caitlin Brooke Milks.
Von Josel Sado Santos.
Jordan Daniel Parker.
Ahmad Michael Tatum.
Daniel Ruiz.
Nicholas Anthony Thompson.
Ian Patrick Struckmeyer.
Kajal Suresh Vagani.
Syed Ijaz Bukhari, minor in business administration.
James Winston Fry.
Tu Thiên Chung.
Dhanapati Katiwoda.
Christina Marie Davis.
John Michael Rollins.
Albany B. Fleming.
Tin Tran.
Kevin N. Wen, cum laude.
Ryan Spencer Williams.
Roger Raymond Mageza. Jared Marquez. Edward Atkinson Mueller II. Abner A. Ortiz. Neha Rao. Aida Josephine Sirket, summa cum laude. Chirike Thomas. Dario Tomic. Jennifer Wong. Amanda Emilia Iduate. Audrey June Lynn, summa cum laude. Daniel Tyler Thurmond. Nia Vang.
Ladies and gentlemen, the class of 2015.
Good morning, graduates. Are y'all hot enough out there? Yeah? Yeah? Good, I'll cut this down to about 45 minutes then. First of all, congratulations. You all should have received a 10-year anniversary pin from the Georgia Gwinnett College Foundation to say congratulations on a job well done. On behalf of the Georgia Gwinnett College Alumni Association, I'd like to welcome you as our newest alumni members. And also, I'd like you to stay in touch with the Alumni Association. We have a Facebook page, we have Twitter, and all kinds of other social media accounts. I think some of our board members may even have Tinder, so who knows. But at any rate, stay in touch with us. Come to some of our events. We have the annual holiday party. We have an annual homecoming event in the spring. So I hope to see all of y'all at least one of those events in the upcoming year. And finally, I look forward to seeing all y'all soon, and congratulations one more time. Thank y'all.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. In 2008, a partnership was established that led to the forming of an Army ROTC department here at Georgia Gwinnett College. In the years since that formation, there have been hundreds of students that have participated in that ROTC program. Today, however, it is my privilege to inform you that Cadet Christopher LaCroix will become the third ever individual to graduate from GGC's ROTC program and become a commissioned officer in the United States Army. The oath of office that is about to be administered to him dates back to 1790 and has remained unchanged since 1898. He will swear to support and defend the Constitution of the United States, not something that is taken lightly. When he leaves here today, he will soon report to Fort Benning, Georgia, where he will begin his training as an infantry officer. Then he will be charged with leading the sons and daughters of citizens from across this state and across this nation. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I will administer the oath of office to Cadet Christopher LaCroix. Will you please raise your right hand and repeat after me? I state your name.
I, Christopher Raymond LaCroix,
Having been appointed an officer in the Army of the United States, in the grade of second lieutenant, do solemnly swear that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic, and that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same. I take this obligation freely without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion, and that I will well and faithfully discharge the duties of the office upon which I'm about to enter. So help me God. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor to present to you the newest officer in the United States Army, Second Lieutenant LaCroix.
Thank you, Colonel Felple, and congratulations, Second Lieutenant LaCroix. And thank you all for sharing in today's celebration of the graduating class of 2015. Please listen carefully for the concluding activities of the ceremony as it's coming to a close.
Sean Anthony Stevenson will now sing the Georgia Gwinnett College alma mater. Please stand.
Wisdom and honor from a home of green and gray. We will go forth and remember all we learned along the way. And with knowledge and compassion, we will build communities, leading by example and with dignity. Georgia Gwinnett will never forget how we have grown and those that we met. Georgia Gwinnett with love and respect. Our alma mater, Georgia Gwinnett. Our alma mater, Georgia Gwinnett.
Wow, thank you again, Sean, for that wonderful rendition of our college's alma mater. Everyone, please be seated. Guests and friends, the faculty and graduates will soon begin their recessional to conclude with a tradition established early here at GGC. In keeping with this tradition, the platform party will depart first, followed by the faculty. The faculty will exit their seats and form two lines opposite one another. The graduates recess through these lines as the faculty congratulate the close relationships and strong bonds built among the faculty and the graduates during their time shared at Georgia Gwinnett College.
Now, please remain in place for the exit of the platform party, the recession of the faculty, and the spring 2015 graduates, in that order.
Okay, let's change to the homage march, which is just right before. Thank you, thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes our ceremony. Many thanks to our generous sponsors for making this commencement such a wonderful morning for our graduates, friends, and family. Thank you again for coming.